Seth's involvement. I really don't. Seth Rollins needs to go away. He needs to go away or take a step back like Roman does, but he's not going to do that because he feels in his mind he's still got more to do and a point to prove, and it's like, nigga, go home. Go home.
I mean, it also doesn't help that Triple H doesn't say no to people.
Nah, Triple H loves him. He loves him because he's got that drive. That's something Triple H can relate to. I get it. I understand why he likes him. And Seth Rollins is a great wrestler, but too much of anything could kill your interest.
Yeah.
And we've had 13 years of Seth Rollins consistently at a consistent clip. Whereas Roman Reigns goes away and this, that, and the other, and that's why Roman Reigns feels refreshed when he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and shit, and it also helps that Seth Rollins, that Roman Reigns has had compelling character work, and Seth Rollins to me never really had that. He had that with the Messiah, but they ended that way quickly to do this visionary stuff. So
yeah, Seth just, no matter what gimmick they give him, he just plays the same character. You know, Roman can at least, like, I guess has range. If we're talking about like an actor, he has range. You know,
it also helps that Roman Reigns is cool.
Yeah, and
Roman Reigns is cool. Seth Rollins comes across as a whiny wart. Right. Seth Rollins sounds like Mort from fucking Family Guy. Come on, man.
Oh God.
Peter, did you come and did you get your drugs today?
Oh,
like, come on, man.
Oh God, I think I just had a miscarriage.
Yeah, like, come on, dog.
I mean, at least, and I'm probably gonna throw up on my mouth a little bit. John Moxley at least changed his character.
Yeah, but Moxley can't do a fucking lick.
Yeah,
which is his downfall. Which is his downfall. And Seth will always have a plus as long as he's putting on a performance, which Seth Rollins does. He doesn't phone it in the ring. Like, right. I don't. Like I said, I'm not too plussed about the guy right now either. I just feel like he needs to go away. But Seth, one thing I will never take away from Seth Rollins is his in-ring ability and his drive. He just needs to go away for a year or something.
Yeah, like at this point.
Let Heyman. Oh, my fault. I was going to say let Heyman season Breaker and Reed down, pause, and just give and let those guys rock, man.
I agree.
Because what are these guys realistically going to do? What are they going to do?
I mean,
you going to have Braun Breaker go after the Intercontinental Championship again? Are we going to do that?
I don't know. I would just love to see Braun on his own. Just keep Braun with Heyman. Like, Heyman with Seth just doesn't make any sense. Like, they don't really have any good chemistry. You know, when Heyman was with Roman, that worked. When Heyman was with Punk, it worked. When he was with Brock, it worked. Him and Seth just don't really seem to work well together because I don't really think they need each other.
No, they don't. Rollins, as droning as his promos are, he doesn't need Heyman.
No.
But Heyman could definitely work with guys like Breaker. See, I would love this a whole lot more if it was Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and maybe another 2 more young guys. Braun Breaker is your future main eventer. You know, Bronson Reed a notch below, and then you bring in 2 guys that could be your tag team, and then eventually that tag team falls out, they split away, and then you can just have Breaker and Reed. Like, I mean, it's fine. Like that is fine. I just wish it was an all young gun crew, and if you had to have somebody take a pinfall, you get a veteran. You hire somebody back, like, I don't know, like a Chris Masters or something like that could take a pin, and that's fine. Like, every group needs a job guy.
Yeah, true. I mean, I'm just trying to think of anyone in NXT that can maybe fit that build. Maybe like a Josh Briggs. You know, he's a big dude. You could probably use that exposure.
Josh Briggs, I want him gone. Okay,
never mind.
I want him gone. I mean, that's all right if you feel like he can fill the role. I just feel like Briggs, he's got no personality, no charisma. I don't think he has a big upside. I just don't see it with that dude.
Right. Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to say he's like world championship material, but he's a guy that
Oh, of course not.
you can like plug and play with anyone, and he can put on a decent to good match. I mean, he had a good match with Oba. He had a good match with Trick. He had that really good triple threat last year with Oba and Dijak.
See, I
So
wish Dijak was still around because Dijak would be perfect.
I do
Like
too.
Dijak,
I miss Dijak.
Dijak. At least Dijak can be like he could be that guy that can win, but he also could be that guy that can lose, but look good losing. If that makes sense, you know.
Right, like he had a gimmick that was like very, I would say niche, and it worked because like he was able to make it work.
By
Um,
law.
dun 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 wow 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 dun dun dun. Like I don't know. I personally love
That music is
Dijak.
hard.
Yeah, like when he was
And
Donovan Dijak and he was just doing the feast your eyes bit. I'm like, I don't know. This guy needs a gimmick because he just to me he just screams of ex basketball player. And then
yeah,
he gets
which he is an ex basketball player. To be fair,
yeah, there you go. Like Matt Morgan. And then he ends up doing the retribution thing, which he got over on the internet by just being funny.
funny.
And then
Yeah,
he ends up doing the Dijak, I guess 80s cop gimmick, 80s action movie cop gimmick. Um, I don't know. I have a soft spot in my heart for Dijak, and I wished he panned out more. I wish WWE saw what we all saw in him, but I guess they did know. I don't know. Maybe it was an attitude problem. I don't know, but he.
well, they said he had an attitude problem and he like talking to the dirt sheets.
Okay, there you go. Then you're not going to last long if that's going to
Loose
be.
lips shake chips, as they say all the time.
I mean, he seems
So
to be
I
doing.
think. I mean,
But
Dijak's not. He's not in any big company right now. You notice that, right? He's not in AEW. He's not in TNA.
isn't he an
He's
MLW?
not even. He's not even in Japan. That's MLW.
I don't know. I thought you were a fan of MLW.
Not anymore. I ain't got nobody I care about anymore.
Okay, I know Littman is. I know Littman's kind of the MLW guy.
Yeah, because Littman is in bed with a lot of those guys. No, I mean, hey, Uncle Jeff is talking to Mr. Thomas on a semi-regular basis.
I mean, I can't really knock that.
I'm not knocking it either, but I mean,
Right.
somebody take the reins from me. The players to me ain't interesting. I don't give a shit about. I don't. Darren Bishop Dyer, man. I'm in dire straits to not watch him wrestle anymore. They just don't have anybody, man. Mads Kruger, like, I mean, I liked it better when Fatu and them was running that contract. I just, there's nothing there anymore that interests me. All the guys that interest me are gone.
Right. They all
Except for
went.
Hammerstone. Hammerstone, and I'm just like, I don't even want him there anymore.
How is it
It's like,
that
can
there's
WWE finally just,
right?
can we just call this guy already? Like, unless when he pits in the cup and he melts the cup, like, I don't get why he's not getting the contract.
Right. It's just like you would think like MJF would like try to get him a job because they work together, or maybe.
Well, Tony Khan don't like big guys.
Well, I mean, like as his muscle because they did that group together. And same thing with Jacob Fatu. Like, how is it that Jacob Fatu hasn't suggested his name?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I mean, they had really good matches in MLW, so I don't know. There's just
It Hammerstone can work.
right.
Hammerstone can work,
I've seen him
and
work,
I'll
yeah.
tell you what, he's looking better than one of our buddies right now. We rooting for online. I'll tell you that much.
And who would that be?
Mr. Cross.
Oh boy.
Hey, I sorry to say it, but we gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? Like Hammerstone's work lights up more than his, and when that bell rings.
Oh boy. We were talking
just
about that last night, where we did our SummerSlam review, which it's a long show. We did another long show. We did, was it 2 hours and 47 minutes?
Yeah,
And a big chunk of it was SummerSlam and the ESPN deal, and then other shit that came up. But
yeah.
I was trying to like, I guess, be more optimistic. Of like, I don't know, like I would like to see Cross get signed back, but then Justin, Justin, again, Justin's always very honest, and I adore that about him. I love that about him. But no, well, not a but like he was just like, listen, this was Cross's chance to shine, and he kind of failed because if you can't have a good match with Sami Zayn, then what the fuck? Like essentially what he said. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I remember Cross 5 years ago in NXT where he had good matches with Finn, and it's just like, where's that Cross? Where's that Cross been?
Oh, no, continue to list off the names he had the matches against, and I'm gonna tell you the common denominator there.
The wrestler.
No. Continue to list the names that he was fighting in NXT.
Okay.
Compared to guys he's going up against now.
Finn, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly. I think did he wrestle Pete? Oh, Ciampa. He wrestled Ciampa.
Ciampa. Pete Dunne.
Had that abysmal match with fucking Johnny Gargano, which I was like, ugh. Yeah, that's kind of the only names I can. I mean, I think that's pretty much everybody.
Keith Lee and Priest, but those matches were actually somewhat decent. But
Right.
the common denominator, for the most part, why some of those matches were good, was because he was wrestling guys that he could throw around and make him look monstrous.
Right.
Sami Zayn, he can't throw Sami Zayn around and make himself look monstrous. Even though Sami Zayn is a bumping machine, it's just not there. It's just not there for whatever reason. You know, that was the really good common denominator that a lot of people miss, is that he was fighting a lot of smaller guys that could bounce off of him, and he could do his shit, and then he could sell whenever he needed to. On the main roster, they're putting him against other big guys who he has to sell for, and it don't look that great. He don't look dominating, and I don't feel like he's putting on the best performances either. And if you can't have a great match with Sami Zayn, I don't know what to say, man. That was probably those matches he had with Sami Zayn. The one in Saudi was okay.
Right.
The one in Saudi was okay. But that one on Raw, and it was mostly around the pipe and the story, so I can maybe excuse that. But this past one on Saturday, that match was not good, man.
No.
It was not good. And that exploder in the corner, that was pitiful. Okay.
Yeah, like he almost dropped Cross on his neck.
Yeah, because Cross didn't bump. Like, what the fuck? Are you trying to get paralyzed?
I don't know. It's unfortunate because, the guy's organically getting himself over. But, nowadays it's like getting yourself over and having a good look and cutting promos. Like, you still need to at least be not just passable, but good in the ring. Like, you need to be able to have good matches and bump.
Especially in Triple H's WWE, man.
Right. Like, well, I'm just thinking of, like, yesteryear. You know what I mean? Like, Steve Austin. I mean, I'm comparing apples to oranges, but, like, Steve Austin, was able to... was before known as just a guy who can have decent wrestling matches with anyone. And then he ended up becoming Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that just made everything that much easier for him.
Kicky punchy guy.
His kick punch guy. Dwayne Johnson. He was Rocky Maivia, and he can go out there and have decent to good matches, and then he became The Rock, and I've heard he's done pretty well in life. Mark Callis. He was just a big guy who could have decent to good matches, and then he gets to WWE and becomes The Undertaker, and then for a while he was just having the Frankenstein match where he would just get hit and not sell. And then after a while, he started working with guys like Brett and Shawn and show that he can actually work.
Yeah. Undertaker can move.
Right. But, yeah, with Cross, it's just like, I don't know what's going on. I think this is probably just the best we're going to get out of him.
Which is unfortunate because I've seen him do better. Way better.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's some validity for him not wanting to take back bumps. He was bumping around on that back, but between that very shitty exploder in the corner on Saturday and a couple other stuff I was seeing, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but he's got to figure it out because I heard that they want to bring him back and everything like that. They realize that he's selling merch and this, that, and the other, but he's got to amp it up in the ring, man. He's got to step it up, man, because he's got something right now, and you can't squander the momentum that he has and the merch and everything like that. You can't squander it. You can't. That's a bad business move, and TKO is about making their money, evidently. Right. So he's got to amp it up in that ring, man, because he's got the goods, and we know he's got the goods. We've seen him do better. He can do better, but he's just got to show it. He's really got to show it, man.
Right, and they just Paul Heyman just brought him up on Ariel Helwani's show. So I'm like, okay, if he's truly gone, then they wouldn't bring him up on this podcast. So,
Of course not.
I don't know. I personally would love to see him back. I love the guy.
Yeah, I think he's great.
It's just at the same time, it's like I get why WWE would be hesitant about giving him everything.
Yeah.
I mean, because Jey Uso, at the end of the day, when that bell rings, does he put on great matches? No, but he has a connection with the audience. Like the people.
I tell you what, though, with Jey Uso, he's got to be in there with the right person in order for me to go, okay, all right, fine.
Yeah, agreed. Like to
me, it depends on who he's in there with.
No, I agree because we were talking about this on the show. But like with him, he has a connection with the audience because he's been here for 15 years, as part of the Usos and the Bloodline and blah blah blah. And
he's a made man.
Whatever he does, the crowd reacts to it. Whether he does a dive or an Uso punch, one of his shitty Uso close punches,
spear. Oh God, he needs to stop.
Yeah, he needs to stop doing that. That's like fucking. That's.
He pissed me off. He beat Bronson Reed off the other. That pissed me off so badly.
Yeah, that was AIDS. Like another guy, Bronson, he sells too much for guys half his size. Like I don't like that at all.
Yeah, Paul Heyman's got to get in his ear and tell him, hey, you got to cut that shit out, man.
Yeah, him,
something.
Triple H, somebody. But yeah, Jay at least has a connection with the crowd. Cross, he's starting to kind of get this connection with the crowd. So I don't know how else to put it, but again, I do hope Cross gets signed. Him and Scarlett's deals are supposed to be up this weekend.
Yeah,
I mean, so for all we know, they could be working out a deal, and we might see him show up on, I don't know, SmackDown and attack somebody.
Shit, for all we know, they probably already signed a deal a long time ago.
So
Cross seems like a guy that doesn't tell his business.
No, he doesn't, and I mean, as he shouldn't. He should keep that shit close to the chest until something actually happens.
Exactly. That's handling your business. Don't be leaking shit to the dirt sheets and shit like that. Don't be Dijak.
Yeah, Cross ain't Cross is a stand-up guy. He's not Dijak, not a troll. So, which was what I respect about Cross as a dude. He just seems like a stand-up guy. Him and Scarlett both. But
Scarlett's great. Scarlett's great. My thing is, if they bring Scarlett back, please let her wrestle.
Agreed.
Scarlett's not a bad wrestler. Like, she needs to be doing. She's way too beautiful and has way too much of a marketable look just to be wrapped around his arm.
I agree. Like, and she can talk.
And barely do anything. Scarlett can talk. She can work. I mean, she's hot as hell. Like, come on, man. Like, there's women on your roster that has maybe one out of those three qualities, maybe two tops. But she's got all three. Like, what more do you want? Like, you got some girls that can work, that look decent, but can't talk for shit, don't have the personality. And then, I mean, you can just go in reverse, vice versa, whatever. But Scarlett can do it all, man. And I just feel like she's been wasted for the last 6-7 years or whatever, however long it's been. So I just hope that they get more out of her, man.
Yeah, agreed. All right, let's.
I'll tell you who's been looking good on the indies too. I caught a couple of her matches. Shotzi's been looking really good, man. She's wrestling like she's got a point to prove, man.
Right.
So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, a year or two down the line, they bring her back or something like that. I'd like to see. Okay, if they don't want to do Scarlett on her own, hey, do Scarlett and Shotzi as a tag team. That'd be pretty nice. I could fuck with that.
Yeah, and they're best friends, so that can be interesting tandem. Yeah, Shotzi, she's getting a lot of work. Post WWE, like she's been getting paid. She's been doing the death matches, GCW, and all that shit. And I mean, good
wrestling with a partial broken arm too.
And I like Shotzi. I've always liked Shotzi. I always thought she can be somebody that could be the next Lita, as far as like marketability, as like the punk rock metal chick. But for whatever reason, WWE just was like, we don't see it. It's like, well, you should, because she's gonna make you money.
I always thought it was a bad idea not to sell the little mini tanks.
I fucking know. That was my thing. I'm like, WWE
and I said that
killing.
We said that for the longest, but we was talking about this back in 2020 when we first started doing shows.
Yeah,
me and you.
Yeah,
and then on the other show, On the other show, I was talking about it too. Why aren't we selling the helmets with the horns, plushies with the the green lagoon monster or whatever on it? Why are we not selling this stuff for this girl, man? Because she can make a killing. Maybe she didn't think of it. I don't know. Because I find it mighty strange, right?
Yeah.
That somebody like Cross, right, who barely got any TV time, sold all of these packages of merch, right? Barely on TV, right? Mm-hmm. How many shirts Cross had this year? Like, he had 6 drops of shirts this year. Well, not 6 drops, but he had 2 different drops equaling 6 shirts. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's barely on TV. But is he in the merch guy's ear or what? What are we doing? But Shotzi didn't really even had a chance to have that kind of merch. Like, I thought it was mad crazy that she never got a chance to really have merch. But yeah, that's neither here or there, though. I hope she could find her way back one day or wrestle for one of the other companies or something. Hell, TNA could definitely use her.
That'd be. I mean,
they're slowly building up their knockouts division, but all the girls are like really young that they have, and they kind of all look the same, if you know what I mean. Like, they have that. They're all pretty and kind of generic and don't stand out as much. Like, they have that girl, Myla Grace from. They used to be in NXT UK. Now they have the girl Lena Cross, who's like really tall and got long legs. Mm-hmm. Who else? They just signed that girl Jada Stone, who I hate to be mean, but that girl's face is shaped like, damn. Her face is I don't know, man. It's shaped like a guy. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of throws you off a little bit. But and they got
she's
the other girl too.
She's a handsome woman.
That jawline is kicking, bro. I'm telling you. Look up Jada Stone and you know exactly what I'm talking about. That jawline is crazy, man. That shit is sharp as fuck, bro. But Jada Stone, yeah, I think she got trained by Booker T, if I'm not mistaken.
Then that makes a lot of sense. All right,
Jada.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking about, right?
Get this shit off my phone.
Exactly.
I'm sure she's a nice, sweet girl, but
I tell you what, if she gets a WWE, that first WWE contract to facial reconstruction surgery, I can guarantee you that. Like Tessa Blanchard, slowly but surely, you notice Tessa Blanchard's jaw is getting chipped. You know that, right? Slowly but surely.
Yeah. I guess.
She's reconstructing that jaw a little bit. She had that China jaw for a long time. But yeah, they're slowly but surely building up their knockouts division. But I think they need another girl because Indy Hartwell still sucks. She still moves around like she's got 2 left feet. I have not been impressed by her whatsoever. I think JC Jane being the double champion, even though I'm not a fan of it, that's actually helping because TNA ain't got other options right now that are ready, at least in my opinion. Maybe Xia Brookside, but she still got to find her way. I think she still got to find a gimmick. Which is crazy because her stepdad is like one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Who is he?
Low key. Robbie Brookside. One of the trainers for Robbie Brookside from he's one of the trainers in WWE. Been one of the trainers for a long time, actually. UK guy.
Sounds about right. I don't know, I've seen her. I follow her on social media. She's a cute girl. I don't really.
Yeah, she is very cute, but very, very, like I said, very generic.
Don't know much about her. Yeah, that women's division could obviously use more star power. Because I love Masha, but Masha is not enough.
Masha's not enough, especially for her work. Especially for her work pace, I just feel like none of those girls can really hang with her depth. Like, at least Jordynne Grace could. Jordynne Grace can hang around with her and bump around for her. I think Deonna Purrazzo made a big mistake going to AEW, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's somebody they could definitely use right about now. And honestly, WWE can afford to cut more people and lend them to or not even cut, but just lend some people to TNA for a couple of months or whatever.
Agreed.
Like, I think Natty would make a killing over there.
Well, Natty's doing her bit in Bloodsport and NWA.
Well, Bloodsport's not a continuous thing.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, she's actually... I actually like Natty more outside of WWE than I do in WWE.
But you know what? A lot of people say they want that gimmick in WWE, but it wouldn't work in WWE. I don't think.
No, it wouldn't.
How many badass characters have they? Like, you gotta have the charisma to have it. Ronda Rousey. How well was Ronda Rousey working out the last time we seen her?
Not so well.
Shayna Baszler. Love Shayna Baszler, but the reactions.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I hate to be that guy. A lot of it has to do with the look. You know, I mean, I know Mish, and I love Mish, but Mish, is on the side of like, WWE is just hiring good-looking women. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know
made for television.
I don't know what to tell you, Mish. Lola Vice is hot as fucking the sun, but also back up, she's also punched somebody in the face before, so that's believable for her.
And Lola Vice is putting in the work to send that girl to Mexico every weekend. You notice that, right?
Yeah, I noticed that. They want her. They want her to succeed, and I wholeheartedly agree. Why?
Yeah, exactly. Because she's marketable and she could be a star. Like I fucking love Lola Vice. I think she's great. They need this. They need to work with a couple more people. They need to send Keita Lyons over to TNA. Let that girl get some reps. The last match she had over there was not bad when she tagged with somebody to face Tessa Blanchard. It wasn't bad. She didn't look bad at all. Like, she's finally working like a big girl. Mm-hmm. She's throwing that ass around in the corner. That was pretty funny. I like that move. But other than that, she wasn't trying to do too much of the splits. She wasn't trying to do any of the stuff that would hurt her knees. She was working nicely. And that's what somebody needs to sit her down and be like, hey, you're bigger than a lot of these girls. Just use the power. Sidewalk slam, fucking fruit basket, like just do basic big girl slam moves. You ain't got to do all that other extra shit. Hit somebody with a suplex, a German suplex, something. Belly to belly, just don't dump another bitch on her head. But you got it. You got the goods. Like, you just got to tap into it. And I think that's the problem. But yeah, man, TNA, they could definitely use a lot of these women though, for sure. NXT's got plenty to loan them. Carly Bright, Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray's great. I don't know if you've seen her wrestle. That girl,
I've seen a little bit. Yeah.
has her own style. She be grappling instead of like the generic WWE shit. WWE's trying to push that Tyra May Steel girl. I think she's, honestly, she's looked bad, and the character that she's portraying, or they want her to or what they want her to be, Kendall Gray's already that times 2. Kendall Gray's smaller than this girl, but Kendall Gray to me is more believable than Tyra May Steel. I don't buy her in a fight. Mm-hmm. She talks to that very, I'm sorry to say it, white girlish sounding voice that gets on my nerves real quick.
Oh my god!
And I'm just distancing. Yeah, that I'm like, bitch, like what? Like I see why I think it was Undertaker, Bubba Ray Dudley got on her and she was crying on the LFG. I'm a happy person. I'm like, bro,
was that
out of here?
Was that the girl? I'm trying to think who it was. Was that the girl that Gunther was like, nobody cares about the blonde?
No, that's the black girl.
Oh, was that the Olympic chick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the
what's
one.
Her name? Mrs. Sock. Yeah.
Yeah, the one where Gunther is like telling Taker, she's really good. Like, she needs to know it. Like, he's basically just telling Taker, like, you need to do a better job at this. And Taker's like, motherfucker, like, who do you think you are? And then Taker was like, yeah, you're right. I don't know, I love Gunther.
Yeah, Gunther's great. But yeah, no, the blonde girl, I haven't seen her wrestle or anything like that since. They've been sending all those girls to Evolve.
Right.
And rightfully so. Like that champion down there, Kelly Armstrong, she's good. I like her. I like that. Yeah, she's kind of like, she reminds me of Bianca meets who else I could compare her to? Bianca with a little bit of jazz. Yeah, cause she's got like muscles on top of muscles, and she's athletic, but she's rough. She kind of reminds me of Jazz. That's why I brought up Jazz. And she's kind of built like Bianca, but to a lesser degree. She's not as jacked as Bianca, but she's got guns on her though, and she's pretty ripped, and carries herself pretty damn well. Cuts really good promos, very simple and effective. And the only thing I don't like that finish, the Cali connection, but I think it works because she's got like big shoulder blades, so it's kind of believable.
Right.
But I think that should be a setup move, and she should have something else as a big finish. Because I don't think she ain't gonna be doing that to Bianca and Rhea Ripley and pinning them off that. I can tell you that right now.
No, like a finish. A finisher needs to be a finisher when it looks like you can do it to anyone.
Exactamundo.
You know what I mean? Like a stunner, like an RKO, a pedigree. No, not like a whatever her move is, but
it's a running shoulder tackle.
yeah, I fucking hate those moves. Those moves of like running shoulder tackle, running butt tackle, running like Jada does this same move where she does like a running hip thing, and it's just like
that should be the setup to a finish. I agree with that.
She needs a better move. Like I don't know what she do a fucking do a butterfly DDT.
Or do a choke slam. Do something. A woman doesn't do a choke. Like these women are bigger. Like her, Lash Legend, and Nikita Lyons. Somebody has to tell them that they're bigger than a lot of the other girls, and that doing a choke slam or a power bomb or something like a power something. They letting people do power drivers now, like
which I don't like.
We have to have power moves. As long as it don't get out of hand, I don't mind it. Right. Which so far it hasn't. Penta's like the only one that's really like doing destroyers and stuff like that. Right. So I don't mind it. When it starts getting out of hand, then you can hear me. Definitely. Oh, don't get me twisted. But yeah, like they have to let these girls know that hey, you're bigger than these girls, so use some power moves that are believable to put some of these broads away. You know what I'm saying? So
right, and
I
also
think somebody really needs to decide. I think Undertaker, somebody, Kevin Nash. Look at Kevin Nash. The advice he gave Raquel, and Raquel's been wrestling better matches since then.
Mm-hmm. You know, Raquel could have easily just gone the route of like, how dare you tell me how to work? But Raquel's like, you know what? If someone's going to give me advice on how to work like a big girl, it's Kevin Nash. Because, you know, he's one of the best big guys in the business. And he made money, so I'm just going to do it instead of bitching about it. And ever since then, she's been doing her job and doing it well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree with that. But yeah, they just really need to show some of these girls that hey, you got power. Like you're not built like the average woman. Use your power off. Use strength. Like Wilder people with a nice finishing maneuver nobody's ever saw before. That's why Soruka's gonna do just fine on the main roster. She got that soul snatcher. She gonna be fine. Kalani Jordan, I think Kalani Jordan either needs a gimmick or she needs to be paired with somebody. But other than that, she gonna be fine on the main roster too.
Put her with Melo. Kind of.
Yeah. Put it with Melo. I think the same thing with Melo. Melo needs to be with, and it's all right. Miz needed to be with a lot of. What was the Miz at his most interesting when he was with somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was Morrison, Maurice, the B team, fucking Morrison again. So Miz is at his best when he's got somebody playing off of him, somebody hyping him up. Alex Riley, like, I think that's what Melo need. Melo was at his best. Momentum-wise when he was with Trick Williams. Obviously, Trick Williams is too big to go back to being somebody's side man. So what are we going to do with Carmelo Hayes? But besides put him with his real life wife, like I don't see nothing wrong with that. So that's that.
That would work. Yeah. So you want to talk about F4 already?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah, we spent about 30 minutes talking wrestling.
We gave the people. I know, right? We gave the people an appetizer about wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of Natty's going to be wrestling on next week.
Oh yeah, she's who's she wrestling?
Fabio Pache and Lady Flammer. 1/3 of the Big Booty Gang. Oh my God! Woof! That's what I need to see in NXT. I need to see Miss Lady La Hydra and Lady Flammer and Lady Marvella. I need to see those three in NXT. Quick, fast, and then a hurry, Shawn Michaels. What's your excuse? Stephanie Vakir ain't there, so what? Suck my dick, so what? Get him down there. I need it.
But oh yeah, next week is that AAA pay per view.
Leave me right now the house.
Didn't I tell you? What did I tell you, man? You talking about some AJ Styles gonna beat Dominic Mysterio?
I mean, I don't know. I was kind of going with that because, like, I don't know, it's his last year. Why not give him a title run?
They're gonna give him a title run. It just ain't gonna be now, and it ain't gonna be at the expense of a young Dominic Mysterio who is hot right now.
Well, no, I wasn't complaining. I wasn't complaining because I like Dom. I love Dom.
And it's not because I'm the biggest Dirty Dominic Mysterio cheerleader of all time, and I've been that way since before he became dirty. I was defending this man to everybody online, telling me that he ain't never gonna be anything. So yes, I'm enjoying the Dominic Mysterio ride right now because I was proven right again. Give the young niggas some time. Give the young niggas some time. I was saying that online. Everybody's like, "Oh, he ain't gonna never be Rey Mysterio." I would argue that he's bigger. He's bigger than Rey Mysterio right now. Holla at me, man. This man he went to Mexico. He got over. Just one appearance. He ripped the mask off. Dirty ass Dom. Dirty ass Dom. It's like, yeah, buddy, that's my dog. Dirty ass Dom. Yeah, he about to be AAA World Champion too. Because the Mexican people, they about tired of Vikingo. Trust me, I know I got some Mexican friends who love AAA, man.
Yeah, Vikingo's really not it.
Yeah, Pedro told me that Vikingo ain't it right now, and that AAA, they have a lot of young talent, but Vikingo ain't it, man. Vikingo is boring. This is a Mexican now, straight out of Mexico. I've known Pedro for years. Pedro was the one that put me on to Pentagon shit before, it was very, very popular to like Pentagon. But yeah, Pedro was like, Vikingo just ain't it. Like, we don't care about him over here. We don't. And I'm like, really? And he's like, no. And then I saw El Grande Americano confront him, and people was popping for him over him. And then the stuff of Dom jumping him. Mexican people, from what I understand, do not care about the white meat babyface like that. Too white meat babyface for the Mexicans, they will boo you. And look, they're not wrong. Look at the history of this. Rush, Andrade, the third guy, La Mascara. They were white meat babyfaces in the CMLL. Crowd booed them. That's why they became bad. That's why they became Los Ingobernables. And it worked. People liked them. By the time La Sombra was ripping off his mask and we saw his pretty face, and he was on his way to NXT as Andrade, we were all like, what the fuck? Like, he was actually on a nice run there towards the end. So, yeah, from what I understand is that the Mexican people do not like a white meat babyface, especially a young, new white meat babyface. And that's what Vikingo is, and people don't really fuck with that too much. I'm learning, so...
No, again, I'm happy for Dom because, like, I was still happy that he won because I like Dom. Dom is one of the biggest stars on the show. He's easily top 5. Like, I said it on Twitter the other night. He went from just being the drizzling shits when he first came in, and then they put him on Judgment Day, and he just had to work outside of his comfort zone, away from his dad, and he learned how to be a better character. He learned how to interact with the audience, and he's one of the best wrestlers on the show, and one of the biggest stars on the show. So again, I was going for AJ for sentimental reasons, but I'm happy that Dom won because Dom is your guy right now. AJ was your guy. He was one of your guys. Dom is one of your biggest stars right now. So you're going to keep that momentum going, and not just give it to somebody over sentimental reasons, which I think which they're continuing the feud, so I'm happy. Yeah. I don't just want this to be a one-off. But yeah, it kind of, from what you said, and also from also Justin said the same thing, is that Dom is gonna win that title. He's gonna be double champ or 2 belts Dom, which that'd be dope. And
they're gonna tout the shit out of that, and I think then AJ will probably beat him for it. Which, look, I love AJ Styles. AJ Styles is one of my favorites of all time. He's right up there. He got me just when I was starting to weigh off of watching wrestling as a kid. AJ Styles is one of the few that I really enjoyed, him and Petey Williams. But you don't saw a young dude's nuts off at the expense. I want AJ to get it, but not at the expense of Dominic Mysterio. Because I think if he beats him for the belt, he's gonna get booed. Actually, I don't think it's gonna be favorable to AJ Styles. Actually, like people think it. He'll get a pop maybe, just a little pop, but I don't think it's gonna be this big grandiose ovation if he beats him. Same thing with a guy like Sheamus or anybody like that, because it's like, really?
No,
I think they have to really, and especially if they're not ready to turn him babyface yet, which I wouldn't really suggest that. I would let that just play out organically if they do go down that route. But yeah, I just think that they really need to be careful when it comes to this AJ Styles situation, though, because I don't think AJ Styles should be a heel at this point in his career. No. I think if this is it for AJ, I think AJ needs to go out of babyface, but I think AJ Styles needs to be above this. He shouldn't be in the mid card, playing in the mid card. He should be fighting for one of the main titles.
Right.
I actually wouldn't mind, because from what I'm sitting, and I'm pretty sure you could probably predict this too. Sami Zayn's probably going to win that Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
And when he does, he's probably going to be the guy that beats Seth Rollins for the belt. Yep. But because Triple H is such a fan of these long, drawn-out championship reigns, and it gets tiresome, and I'm just dreading the rest of this year, going into next year, with Seth Rollins as the world champion, is going to weigh in on my nerves quickly, and it's going to cause me to not even want to watch half of this shit anymore. Gay. But I wouldn't mind AJ Styles winning the championship in the midst of the Seth Rollins championship run. Why do Seth Rollins championship runs have to all be 6-7 months, man?
Cause Seth Rollins, RJ.
Too long for comfort. Like I said, great matches, don't get me wrong. But every opponent Seth faced in that title run had an interesting story heading into the match than him. The stuff with fucking Finn Balor, that whole getting his revenge and everything like that for the 7 years and this, that, and the other, that was way more compelling than what Seth had going on. Then who else he faced during that run? The Nakamura stuff. Nakamura, the anime promo, them shits was interesting as shit.
You know, I know about your back.
Yeah, I know about your back and how to blow it out. Ah, shit, Nakamura. What the fuck? Nakamura wearing them see-through outfit. I don't know what the fuck going on, but but yeah, but that was it was interesting. It was more interesting than what Seth Rollins had going on. And stuff, and then Drew beating him for the belt and everything like that. I mean, all that was more interesting than what he had going on. So I'm not trying to see him go on a monster run like that again. We gonna need something to break this gluttony up, man. Because I swear to you, he does not need to be champion from August all the way to fucking March or April, whenever WrestleMania is next year. I don't really even give a shit at this point. But it does not need to be that long. I swear to you, it doesn't need to be that long. God damn it. Doesn't need to be that long. God, please don't let it be that long. God, if you hear me, take out Seth Rollins' knee, please. God damn, it's getting really bad. I need you. I don't need you to break his leg, but I need him to go away, man. I don't want him to die. Okay, I don't want him to die. I don't want nothing to happen to the baby. Okay, I don't want nothing to happen to Becky, but I need Seth Rollins to go away. I need him to blow that knee up just so he can go away, okay? Something to happen with the knee so he can go away. Because, damn it, I know 6 months, it's coming. It's coming, and I'm dreading it, girl. I'm dreading it. God, dreading it.
Oh, boy. It's gonna.
All right, let's just talk about Fantastic Four before I have a heart attack, man.
That's like the idea of you getting on your hands and knees and praying like, please, God, please. Come on, heaven, please.
I'm going to do it tonight. I'd rather watch Hangman Page cut promos in the ring for 25 minutes than to see Seth Rollins for 6 months. God damn it.
You rather see Hangman Page in his butterfly embroidered jeans?
I'd rather see Ashanti D. Adonis come out and act zesty than see this. Like, come on, man. Like,
Ashanti's dope.
Come on.
Ashanti
is dope. I like that dude.
Let's get to Fantastic Four. We've been going on about wrestling for 44 minutes, but again, it's an appetizer, people. So Fantastic Four, First Steps. Came out 2 weeks ago to the day, actually. Which, if y'all remember, last time we did a show was on the same day I was gone. I don't know if you went the same day.
No, I went a couple of days later. I went Saturday. That Saturday.
Right. Which on that day when we were recording was the day Hulkamania died, brother.
We actually broke the news live on air, people.
Which you're welcome, people. That
Yeah.
was um, but yeah, Fantastic Four. First steps. It's been out for a while, so we're gonna talk about it. Um, I'll say this: I like Superman more. Um,
Hmm.
I also thought Thunderbolts probably had a better script. I still liked it. I don't want to sound like I hated it. I liked it. I liked it and love it. There were some things, I'll get to my criticisms later, but I will say, by default, it's without a doubt the best Fantastic Four movie.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I think visually, it's maybe the best thing Marvel's done since Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one.
How did you watch this movie, by the way? Before we go any further,
What do you mean?
how did you watch it? Did you watch it in IMAX? Did you watch it regularly, or did you watch it with 3D? How did you watch it?
RPX.
Okay, I watched it with 3D.
Nice. I haven't done 3D in a
Yeah.
while.
Ooh, it was beautiful, man. That scene where Silver Surfer pulled up
Mm.
in the nighttime, and you see all of Johnny's fire, and then in the 3D glasses, you see Silver Surfer just sitting right there, and I downed my glasses for a second just to see the comparison. And you didn't see Silver Surfer all that much without the glasses, but when you put them back on, you saw her shining. It was beautiful. It
I
was
bet.
beautiful as shit.
I bet.
Yeah, it
Like,
was dope.
I
I
thought
liked it.
Silver Surfer was good. I thought Julia Garner did a good job in the role. I know, again, people were bitching about it. Like, "Oh, they made her a woman." It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't focus on somebody's genitalia for a character role. Like, it doesn't really mean anything to me. And also, to be fair, like, Silver Surfer was never someone that was, like, attached to. So whenever they announced it was going to be a woman, like, first of all, they made sure to be very clear, like, this is another version. This is the Silver Surfer. So pretty sure
Yeah,
whenever they come to the MCU, there's going to be the MCU Silver Surfer, which is the guy. So be happy with the penis Silver Surfer or whatever the fuck. But which apparently it might be Lakeith Stanfield.
not bad.
So apparently, because whenever the announcement was made that she was cast, he commented on the page and went, "Well, I thought it was me," and then he ended up deleting his comment. So I'm pretty sure Marvel or somebody or both was like, "Hey, shut the fuck up! You got the role. We're just not going to put you in right now." Um, yeah, he'd be good for the role. But anyways, I thought she was great. I thought her backstory was pretty interesting. She was definitely one of the standouts of the film. Um, and also just going back to how visually the film looked, like CGI works best whenever you don't notice it.
Yeah.
When you notice it, it looks bad. With the case of like fucking Quantum Mania. That was a case of bad CGI. This was a case of very good CGI, to where it just looked nice and crisp. Um, Galactus was like nightmare fuel because that they finally got him right. Um, especially the scene where they go to the planet and you just see his eyes open. I'm like, ooh, like
Oh yeah.
like here he is.
In 3D, it looked even more crazier, bro.
But,
Galactus looked really sharp in 3D. It was great.
you know, and especially the actor playing him, Ralph Ineson, who just naturally has that deep voice.
And he has that face. He has that fucked up looking face too, where it looks
Mhm.
kind of weird. Looks like somebody took a sledgehammer or a fucking shovel and smacked him across the face.
Oh yeah,
Like
like
it's
he
crazy.
he he fit my boy Galactus quite well.
Oh
Um,
yeah, and people were like, they CGI'd his face. No, they didn't. That's his face.
yeah,
That's
like
his fucking face. They used his face.
yeah, like he put up behind the scenes photos of him actually dressed as Galactus, and he actually had to walk around built cities. So
Yeah,
that was him. That wasn't just
that was him. Of
yeah, that wasn't just well, I mean it was mocap to an extent, but that was him
course.
actually in the Galactus costume. I thought he was great, especially the scene where he's like peering through the Baxter building. That was
Yeah.
that was fucking dope. That's like something out of Godzilla. Um, and obviously, towards the end, whenever he just like starts to fuck up the city, and he's just fighting the Fantastic Four, I thought that was awesome. So, and from what I heard, it's not gonna be the last we see of him. He's known as a Nexus being, which he's the same Galactus in every Earth or universe or whatever. So we're gonna see him later on. Which, yes, please. Um, I thought that scene where they were on Galactus's planet was one of the better scenes, especially when they're escaping through the wormhole. That's
Yeah.
that chasing. That was one of my favorite scenes of the movie. It was
Now let me ask you a question,
Huh.
because it could have been just because I had 3D. The scene where Silver Surfer was in the ship and she was trying to, she was circling around Sue's stomach trying to touch a little Franklin there. Did her hand go through Sue's stomach?
It looked like it did, but then they were able to stop her. I mean,
Okay, because in the 3D they had it in like an X-ray. You saw the baby inside Sue's stomach, and you saw Silver Surfer's hands go through Sue's stomach and touch the kid. That's why I asked, because I wanted to know whether that was in like IMAX or I just wonder if that was just 3D specific or anything like that.
I mean, maybe, because I know Galactus was like telling Sue, your kid has the power to, fix the cosmos or whatever. So I think, I don't know, but that again, that was a cool scene, and yeah, just that chase scene, it's cool. The city, the world they live in, the '60s style city, which, Earth 828, which if anyone doesn't know, that's the birthday of Jack Kirby, who's the granddaddy of Marvel, along with Stanley, which I think Jack Kirby doesn't get enough credit. Obviously we love Stanley, but to be honest, Stanley, it's kind of been proven that Stanley took ideas from other people. Which again, is not to shit on him, just pointing out facts. But I thought that world they lived in was awesome. Like that was one of the big points of the movie was, I know after Secret Wars they're supposed to combine everything into one Earth and reset everything.
Yeah. Sounds like the plan.
I kind of hope they don't get rid of that Earth. I'm sorry, that Earth looked beautiful. That made me want to live in it.
That whole retroactive, yeah, no, it was definitely good, man.
And just good moments of drama. Like it almost felt like real life. Everyone in the world supported the Fantastic Four, but then when they were like, we can't give up our baby to Galactus, that's when they decided to turn on him. Like, wow, this shit's like real life. Like it made sense with the story. And also the family. I'll say this: Sue was the standout. I thought Vanessa Kirby did a great job. I'll be honest, I haven't seen her in too much shit. I think the only thing I remember seeing her in was that Hobbs and Shaw movie.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I haven't really.
She was his sister.
Yeah, I know she was in like the Mission Impossible movies, which I haven't really seen, but I thought she was great.
I thought that was the other look at the other chick. Wasn't her name Rebecca Ferguson? I thought that was hot.
They're both in it.
Okay. Well, did they just kill one off the other? Because they look the same, or they look similar.
I think she was in the one with Henry Cavill. But no, she was great. She was the standout, and she's someone I want to see more of. Everybody else, it just seems like the volume was kind of turned down as far as their character development, because I didn't really find them terribly interesting. And it's not a shot on the actors. The actors are fine, and they had moments of, okay, this is what I want to see. And my biggest criticism of this movie was I wanted more, and I felt it felt incomplete. Like let me kind of reiterate what I mean by incomplete.
No, go ahead, because I think I'm gonna agree with you. Go ahead.
I thought the movie was paced well, but at the same time, it felt incomplete. And it was like an hour 50, and I think
not long.
I think it could have benefited by being longer, maybe like 15, 20 minutes longer.
I agree.
Just for like character development, because Pedro Pascal was, I think, kind of the wild card, because the guy's in everything. And definitely wasn't my first choice to be Reed, but it's like, okay, he's a good actor. Yeah. Maybe he'll knock it out of the park and prove us wrong. And I would say the jury's still out as far as like, I don't really see him as a Reed just yet. Maybe I need to see Doomsday and Secret Wars and see what he can do as Reed. But I thought he had good moments of being Reed, where like he's the smartest guy in the room. He's the smartest guy in the room, and he knows it, and he has to figure out way. Like he has a line where he's like, "I have to find the worst case scenario and make sure it doesn't happen." And he's like, there's that scene where they come back from the planet, and they find out that Galactus wants Franklin, and Sue knows that Reed is thinking about maybe we should give him up, but he's trying to cover it up, like, but I don't want to do it, like I'm blah blah blah. And then Sue has that line saying, "You being you hurts me," and he goes, "But I don't try to do that." And I'm like, okay, can we get more of that? Can we maybe elaborate more on that? It's like, and then they kind of rush to the next story. I'm like, okay, like it wasn't like a Captain America: Brave New World where you can tell this is reshot. Like this was more like they had to cut some things out, and it's
remember because my man John Malkovich, he got cut out of the whole movie entirely. We saw his apes, but we didn't see him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is just like really cut out John Malkovich, but
yeah, right.
It's almost like when you go to a buffet and they give you food, and you're like, man, this is good. All right, you like that? All right, well, we got to take it away. Here's something else. Okay.
Yeah, man, you can't have that chicken. Come here. Here's some salad instead, nigga.
You like that salad? Okay, well, here's some steak. It's like, this steak is good. Or you like a steak? All right, here's some chocolate. It's like, okay. Well, I mean, it's good, but can I enjoy that steak a little bit more? Nah, we got to move on to the next thing.
No,
it's like,
no, we got to move on.
But, and just
Chuck that bra on.
Right, yeah, just Pedro. I wanted more out of him as Reed, like, because the thing about Reed Richards is Reed's a dick. He's a dick without knowing he's being a dick. Kind of like Tony Stark.
I kind of got that energy a little bit from him in certain sprouts.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
especially another scene in the movie where they're all trying to figure out an idea on how to get Galactus to New York, and Reed's trying to be very like subtle but not so subtle about what he wants to do, and then Sue goes, "Oh, he knows what he wants to do," and they're like, "What?" And Reed's like, "No, I don't want to do it," and he's like, "You want to use Franklin as bait." I thought that was a pretty good intense scene where Reed's like, "But I don't want to do it. I want to figure out a better idea," and then Sue's like, "But I know how you think," and then they're walking away, and Reed's like, "Sue, I know. Sue, I know," and then she just disappears. I'm like, okay, that was good. I want to see more of that. Yeah, Pedro did fine. He just needed more Reedisms, if that makes sense.
Nothing.
What's the dude's name who plays Johnny? Joe
Quinn.
Joe Quinn. I thought he was good. Not quite Johnny. Not the Johnny I'm used to.
They definitely tamed that down, but he was better than Michael B. Jordan's.
I don't even remember that. Chris Evans, for all what you want to say about those Fantastic Four movies, he was the best part of it because he played Johnny to a T. He was this kind of douchebag that loved being a celebrity. And they played around with it. The problem with this movie is that they played around with certain character qualities, but they didn't live up to it. They were just like, we're going to give you a little bit, but then we're going to take it away. And that was kind of, Joe Quinn's qualities in the movie, was that he had the Johnny-isms. They just didn't work with it enough. And I did like the stuff with him in Silver Surfer, where all of a sudden he knows how to use Rosetta Stone and he knows how to speak in her language. Mm-hmm. I guess it makes sense because it's just like Reed already has like a billion things to do, so Johnny's going to have his Johnny moment. And it worked. He was able to relate to her more. I kind of, again, just little things. I kind of wanted more of a relationship with those two. Not necessarily romantic, maybe a little bit more platonic, but I thought he did good. It's just I want to see more out of him. He was more he was more of a nice young man than Johnny Storm. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And the thing disappointed me a little bit.
Yeah, he felt watered down the most. But I like the actor that played him though.
No, I love him. I love Evan Moss Backrack. I love the Bear. Yeah. I thought he was good in the role. It's just the one thing that makes the thing is, he's a tragic character because
Mhm.
he was this, good-looking, well-respected man, and now he's this monster. Which at the end, which still, like, people love him. People love and adore him, and they treat him like he's one of theirs. But for him, it's like, I still want to look human. And
Yeah.
they kind of toyed around with that a little bit, where, like, there's the spot where, like, he sees his face on the television, and then it turns off, and it cuts to, like, his thing face.
Yeah.
But they didn't really give him a whole lot to do, which I'm like, how do you not give the Thing something to do? Like, he's the
No,
Thing.
He didn't have a lot to worry about.
Like, I mean, he had the storyline with what's her name, with Natasha Lyonne's character, but that's
She looked really unrecognizable.
yeah. I'm
So you
used to her
said-
playing like kind of the same character where she's always the smartass and everything, but she was kind of like more, I wouldn't say tame, but like she was obviously a different character than anything I've ever seen her in.
her hair was flat ironed and everything. I'm like, okay.
And I like her. I thought she was pretty good for the things we saw her in, but yeah, it's just like I wanted more of the Thing. That was kind of me. It was just like you kind of watered him down. I mean, with the exception of like some good action moments, he didn't really do anything, and didn't really have much of any. I don't want to say chemistry, but like that relationship with him and Johnny, where they just always shit talk each other.
Instead, they feel like they were brothers.
Which the brothers thing is fine, but it's like brothers shit talk each other. Like that would have
Yeah,
been,
exactly.
I'm going back to Chris Evans. Chris Evans and Michael Chiklis worked well together in those movies because they always like. You got the impression that they shit talked each other, but they liked each other. Whereas in this movie, everyone had good chemistry. It's just
Oh yeah. No,
They're-
definitely.
their characters weren't terribly interesting, with the exception of Sue. And what else was I gonna say? I thought the Mole Man thing was a little shoehorned in.
With
like-
fat ass there.
Yeah, I like Paul Walter Hauser. I don't know. I thought he was good in the role. It's just I felt that he was. You should have saved him for another movie.
I want to punch him in the face so badly.
Why don't you?
I hate him.
Why not? Or why do you hate him?
He's one of these softy guys. I don't like that he did that to her. Don't yell at her. Nah. Shut up, you charming, soft-looking motherfucker. I can't stand him. He's one of those guys. He's one of those softy guys. Captain Save-A-Hole motherfuckers. Get out of here.
So he's a Mick Foley.
Stand him. Yeah, he's a Mick Foley. At least Mick Foley hangs out with porn chicks. I kind of respect Mick Foley. But him, nah, soft as cotton tissue, man.
Jesus Christ! All right, so yeah, but yeah, that story I thought was a little forced in. You could have just put.
And if I look like him, well, then again, I you know what, genetics and the fact that he has humongous titties, I guess that's what you have to do in life. We gotta kiss him. We gotta kiss ass, females' asses, because you probably can't get it naturally.
Anyways, but yeah, that was Jesus Christ.
More like Paul Walter House, as in big as a house. Get out of here with this, man. Oh my God. Get out of here, Paul Walter House.
Okay, Kevin Castle.
I had to channel my Kevin Castle, man. Fuck this guy. Get him up.
Fucking pussy.
Fuck Pat McAfee. Kevin Castle's one of his last big rant. I can't stand Pat McAfee. Fuck him. He's got to go. They take Corey Graves off of commentary and leave this fucking guy on. Are you kidding me? Fuck Pat McAfee.
Which Corey Graves has been better since he came back, but which anyways,
Rest in peace, Kevin. We love you, dog.
We do love you, Kevin. We miss you, big guy. But with the rest of the movie, again, just those are my criticisms of
my one criticism that you didn't touch upon was a lack of action. For me personally, a lack of action. I feel like this movie didn't have enough action. I get it that they wanted to really build up the drama for the story and everything like that from a non-physical standpoint, but I just needed more physicality. I needed the Fantastic Four to show off their powers just a little bit more. To me, that was missing. Other than that, and obviously things were cut So I wish that worked out a whole lot more better, but fortunately it didn't. But other than that, my complaints about Fantastic Four are very minute. I really liked the movie. I really enjoyed it. Me and my brother and his brother took and enjoyed it. So we had a good time with it, man. We definitely left the movie theater feeling like there could have been a little bit more, but it didn't hurt. I enjoyed it.
No, agreed. I think that's kind of the complaint around all around from a lot of people is that, like you said, lack of action and just feeling very incomplete. But yeah, I really did enjoy the movie. But like I mentioned, I think Superman was better.
Yeah, I enjoyed. I enjoyed. I laughed more with Superman.
Right, and I think Thunderbolts probably had a better script, in my opinion. With maybe more interesting characters, with more action. But overall, this is good. It's a step in the right way from Marvel, where they're going back to quality instead of just like having more quantity. But good for Fantastic Four. First steps. And then also the post credit scenes, the mid credit, which obviously was directed by the Russos. That you can already tell by the visuals, which you see Sue Storm reading to Franklin Richards, and it says it says 4 years later, which I mean the whole movie's about fours. Like they got their powers 4 years ago, and 4 years later. So I guess in Fantastic Four logic, they debuted they debuted in 61 and got they debuted in 65 and they got their powers 4 years ago. So that would have meant that scene happened in 1969. Just going by logic, but you see Sue reading with Franklin, and then she gets up to get his favorite book, and as she's walking back, you can kind of feel the tension and you can feel the mood in the room change. Because I don't know if you heard this. You heard like a whooshing sound, like a
yeah.
And it almost felt like a horror movie almost, where Sue's like somebody's in my house, like who the fuck's here, and you see her powers, you see her former powers, and the camera slowly pans to the TV, and you just see somebody in a green cloak with their mask. Right in front of Franklin. Franklin, is touching his face, and so obviously that's Doom. I like that scene. I also like the fact that the mask actually looked like a Doom mask.
Yep, I did,
and not just like an Iron Man mask. But I thought that was a good scene. I know people kind of have their own take on the scene because here's my theory. And it's just my theory. It's probably not even going to be true, but whatever. Is people are thinking that Downey is just going to have Downey's face, and his face isn't going to be fucked up. My theory is that when Franklin was touching his face, because Franklin Richards is if anyone knows about Franklin Richards, he's considered an Omega level mutant, and I think he was fixing his face. Just my opinion.
Yeah, same. Which is why they didn't show it.
Right, so I think that's what happens. I also think there's people that are confused about the post-credit scene in Thunderbolts. Like, oh, well, what was that supposed to be? So basically, these post-credit scenes are essentially the beginning of Doomsday. Where this scene, is Doctor Doom, which the director already confirmed that the Doom that Downey is playing is going to be the Doom from the Fantastic Four universe, or that universe. Which they mentioned Latveria twice in the movie, which I'm like, oh, Latveria, they're not there at the UN, so fuck it. And so basically, Doom, everyone knows his history. He hates Reed Richards. He's always been jealous of him. So the one thing he's going to do to get back at him is steal the one thing he loves the most, and that's his son, because he knows his son is one of the most powerful beings in the universe. And if he wants to build Battle World and control the multiverse, he's going to take his son to help him do it. So that's going to be how Doomsday begins, is him showing up at the Baxter Building and stealing Franklin. And then the scene we saw in Thunderbolts is, the Fantastic Four looking for Franklin, and they find him in the current MCU, which is 616.
Yep.
So that's essentially what you saw in those scenes is the beginning of Doomsday.
And the next credit scene we're going to see is The X-Men coming together to try to chase Doctor Doom. And then the next one after that is going to be the new Avengers going, oh, what the fuck, we got to fight the X-Men? And then it's all going to break out.
Gotta fight these motherfuckers.
Hugh Jackman going to be like, all right, bub, let's go.
All right, bub, I can't swear in this movie, bub, but I'm going to kill all you, bub.
I'm going to slice your goddamn head off and see if that works.
Yeah.
Love that theme song, man. Iconic.
If they play that in the, you know, another thing I forgot to bring up was that in the past Marvel movies they haven't done the Marvel Studios like fanfare intro, which I find interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still my alarm when I wake up every morning.
Oh God.
Yeah, but Brave New World kind of had a different opening. Thunderbolts kind of had the intro, but they had it taken over by the Void, which I'm like, ooh. And then Fantastic Four just had like a 60s intro, but it was not like the fanfare. It was just like dun 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 dun.
Oh, by the way, that Fantastic Four, that shit stuck in my head.
I love that theme. I sing it to Betty, and she gets annoyed. She's like, "Stop fucking singing that! I hate that." I'm like, "Well, too bad. I'm singing it."
Yeah. Me and Logan, we drove Logan crazy with it. Now Logan's looking at us all funny.
Fantastic.
Y'all comic book nerds.
Yeah, Michael Giacchino, the composer, he does that. He's also doing the score for Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Hey, yo, give me some.
Oh man, I mean we're gonna talk about it. We might as well talk about it since we're already on it.
Radioactive spider blood. Yeah.
So last week I believe is when.
Damn, Jay Lethal got fat. What the hell's going on with Jay Lethal? He looks fat as hell. He looks like somebody's fat uncle now. The fuck?
I like John Draper's impression. I'm Jay Lethal.
Oh yeah. You got fat brains. Kick it.
But no, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Last Thursday was Spider-Man Day, and it was when the movie was going in production. They put out a teaser of how the suit was kind of going to look, and then Tom Holland put out the official thing where he's doing his warm-ups and he's on a sound stage. He turns around, you see the suit. You see that beautiful suit, which is obviously a play on both Toby and Andrew's suits. So I love it. I'm digging it. And you've seen on the set, footage of him doing practical swinging, which I like the fact that we're getting us. Again, we've been preaching this for years. We need a friendly neighborhood, street level Spider-Man story.
Yeah,
enough of the
CGI swinging and shit like that. Like,
well, not even just
this practice.
Not even just that. Just of all of the movies that Tom Holland showed up in, it felt like he was overshadowed because the first one was about Tony Stark, the second one was about him living up to Tony Stark's legacy, and then the third one, you had the two other Spider-Men, and Holland's a great Spider-Man, he's a great Peter Parker, but it's just like we need a street level story, and we also need a suit that feels like it was made by him, and not a Tony Stark suit. We need his.
This is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, and I don't give a shit. Sue me, whatever. I don't like the fact that we made this suit look too much like Tobey Maguire's and suit. Like, I get it, inspiration, this, that, and the other, but I know he can't use the old one again. Obviously, he doesn't have Tony Stark. Nobody knows he exists anymore. But couldn't we give him its own flair away from those two? Like that. I mean, that's what I was hoping for when we got a new suit. This is something that just kind of got him away from the likes of those two, because those suits look similar. Like, they have their differences, but those suits look similar. The reason why I like Tom Holland's suit so much better was because the fact that it didn't look like Andrew. It didn't look like Andrew's and Toby's. But now they're likening the suit to their Spider-Man, and it's just like,
I like the one he was wearing at the end of No Way Home.
Too shiny for me, but it looked more different. Now they added the raised webbing on it, and it's just giving me Toby Jr. vibes.
I don't mind.
I don't know.
I don't mind it. Like,
I'm nitpicky. I'm being a bitch about it, but like,
it's fine.
I just wish that we didn't have the two other Spider-Man influence it that much.
No, I get.
Like
you.
at least change the spider up. Let him keep the spider he had on his emblem. Why we got to make the spider look a little bit similar to the other guys? I don't know.
No, I get where you're coming from. I mean, I don't mind it.
At least he got to keep the eyes. At least he got to keep the eyes.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, he needs to add his own flair. Like, I'm fine with the whole taking ideas from the other two because he looked up to him. You know, I get that. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I thought again, I like the suit. And the behind the scenes stuff you've been seeing.
It's not a bad suit. It's not a bad suit. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful costume. I just wish that we could have given it his own twist and take a little bit more. In my opinion, that's just it. That's just it. But yeah, no, I'm happy they're starting filming it already. It looks, from what we've seen so far, they're really going all out for it. So I'm definitely for it.
And then our boy Kargan's coming back.
Yeah, about damn time, man. They cut this man loose. Huh?
Yeah,
about damn time.
And he put on his social media that we might be getting the classic Scorpion outfit.
I wonder how they're gonna modernize it to not make it look silly, but make it look accurate. That's done. Look, they could probably go with something like your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and give him something.
Or the video game.
The video game still made him look a little silly. I didn't mind it though. Scorpion looked pretty damn scary in the video game. I ain't gonna lie. Well, not scary, but he looked like, all right, he about to fuck something up. He didn't look goofy. Him and Rhino. I like the way the games, now that you bring it up, I like the way that the game had him and Rhino looking. Rhino didn't look as goofy.
Now it makes me want to replay those games again.
I think I replayed Spider-Man 2 a couple of weeks ago.
I don't know.
It was off on Friday, so
I might just restart 1 and then do Miles Morales and then do 2.
Actually, that's bad right now.
Yeah, he's coming back. Other villains were allegedly getting. I think Tombstone was confirmed, if I'm not mistaken.
I heard that Tombstone. I heard Tombstone was involved.
Which
who
plays
Ramrod? I hope they don't get Krondon to play him. Like, that would be too easy. They gotta find somebody who can play the part.
You mean the dude?
Because I got a feeling they're gonna. The dude that played Whale from Black Lightning. I'm about to say black nigga. For some reason, I have no idea. I have no idea why. I had to stop myself for a second. But yes, I hope to God that they don't. I know some of the language that RJ uses offline. But nah, man, I just hope they don't go, because to me that's too easy. That's too easy to get him to do it. And plus, he already played Ibon when he played that character, and he did a good job with that. All racist, racial slurs he was making on that show aside, I thought he was great. Look at this peasy head monkey ass. I'm like, wait, what? It's Jigaboo. Like, he would make old school racist fucking references, and it was funny as hell. I'm like, what? And he called Black Lightning a Jigaboo. What?
Shit, how they allow that on CW? I don't get it.
Because it's not that bad.
Oh God. I don't know. I can't really think of too many like albino black actors, so I don't know. We'll see.
Just get a nigga and paint him white. That's all you gotta do.
You should work for Marvel and just tell them that.
So Mr. J, what do we think about this? So what are we gonna do? Just paint a nigga black or paint a nigga white. That's all you gotta do. Just paint him white. That's it. Call it a goddamn good day, mate.
Oh God.
I said in my Keith David voice, just paint him white. Just paint him white. Get out of here.
It's like Zendaya. What do you think? Zendaya, what do you think? Just paint him white.
Just paint him white.
Paint
him white.
And you said who was the other one? You said Ramrod or who?
Ramrod. Yeah, Ramrod. He's a character that's pretty much a cyborg. So Tarantula is another name that's being brought up. Not bad. They're picking a lot of Boomerang. Yeah, who the rumor is he's going to be Peter's new mate in college. And so that's interesting. But another name I'm hearing now is that at first Martin Lee and the Demons were supposed to be the villain, but they have rerouted and changed. And instead of the Inner Demons being the main villains are going to be AIM and the Silver Samurai and Viper. And I'm like, okay,
interesting.
I didn't like AIM in the Avengers game. I thought boring, but okay, if we're gonna have the Incredible Hulk crash out, right?
Yeah.
The best way to do it. Yeah. The best way to do it is to have a scientist guy trigger that. Now, who are they gonna go with? Zola's dead. MODOK, they already wasted. So who are you gonna go with?
Mr. Negative can be the one to bring out his impulses.
But Mr. Negative is not a member of AIM, and it doesn't look like he's gonna be in this movie.
Well, no, I think he is because like they have his insignia painted on the tanks.
But they said that's the Punisher's tank, though.
But his insignia is painted on the tank.
I get that, but everybody's saying it's not him; it's the Punisher. It's the Punisher, and they're not using the Punisher right now because he's filming his own special.
Well, he just finished. He just wrapped.
He just wrapped.
Yeah, he just wrapped.
His ass wasn't there the other day when he was filming that scene on the tank. All right.
No, they literally just wrapped filming, so he's gonna head over and start filming pretty soon.
That's what I'm agreeing with you, Andrew. I'm just saying his ass wasn't there when they was filming the scenes in the tank.
Who the fuck is Andrew? Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, come on! Don't act like your name ain't Andrew. Don't act like your mother doesn't call you Andy. Andy, come here.
Hey.
We just joking, people.
Let me talk to you. Let me tell you something, Roger.
Let me tell you something, brother. You know I don't like you. You know I don't like your kind, brother.
Oh
shit.
Well, I was trying to talk like the Punisher, where he's like, "Let me tell you something, Red." Oh man, but what was I gonna say? I don't know. I don't want it to be AIM. I seriously hope not. I hope it's just Mr. Negative. I think that makes more sense as far as like bringing the Hulk back to being Savage Hulk.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that would have been the obvious choice, but like they're saying that he's not going to be in the movie. They're saying he's not going to be in the movie, and that's
different. I've been saying different. I'm not trying to argue. I'm not trying to say you're wrong, but I've been saying different.
Yeah, the people that I know that are filming or that are around the sites are saying that Silver Samurai is the Asian guy they're going with. Unless Martin Lee's going to be Silver Samurai now, unless they do that.
I don't mind Silver Samurai. That's interesting, at least.
And Viper isn't one of Viper's powers in the comic books manipulation. So I mean, she does weird magic tricks with that tongue. I'm not trying to be nasty, people. I'm just saying, like, yeah, she does some weird shit with her tongue. Like, I don't know. But what they saying is that AIM is gonna be the villains of the movie. Which, like I said, all the key guys from AIM are dead. Zola's dead. MODOK is gone. They wasted MODOK in that horrible Ant-Man Quantumania movie. So, like, what are we going to do? Are we going to do MODOK right at? Oh, my. MODOK. Jesus Christ. MODOK is one ugly motherfucker, isn't he? Jesus Christ. Big-ass overgrown head sitting in that chair just getting bigger and bigger. But you know what, though? You know what would be a whole lot more better, though? Bring back Stearns. Have Stearns break out of jail, and he'd be the one that controls the Hulk and sets him off. I know it'd be more repetitive from Brave New World, but I mean that could work too because he's still around. He's still alive.
That makes sense.
I don't know how much money they paying. My man. I'm blanking on his name right now. But you know, They could pay him another payday real quick. As the leader, make him the leader of AIM, or the leader, quite literally. But I don't know. I have no idea. Trust me, I want Martin Lee. I think Martin Lee is a great villain. I think that him and the demons, I think that would be a better storyline than the AIM. I don't like AIM as villains. I could care less about AIM. So I would love it for to be the end of demons, and maybe they had to deal with Silver Samurai and Viper's coming along for the ride. That would be dope. I like that. Seeing the Punisher mow down fucking glowing motherfuckers. Great stuff. That'd be great.
I don't know. I think Mr. Negative would be a better villain. The whole AIM thing, I just would be kind of lame. That'd be kind of lame. But...
I'm with it. I'm with you on that. I'm agreeing. Trust me. I would love to see what's my man's name?
Steven Yeun.
Yeah, him get his shot at Marvel. I would love to see him play Mr. Negative. I know he's Korean and Mr. Negative's Chinese, but I hate to be like this, but potato, damn it.
Wow, you're just really being Kevin Castle today.
So what? Sue me, motherfucker. It's par for the course.
Suck a cock.
You can suck a cock. I hear Big Show's music and I just go, oh God. Oh God, I gotta go take up smoking and I don't even smoke.
Oh, now he's on. I gotta go walk the dog.
I gotta go walk the dog. Oh man, I've been listening to sorry, people sidebar here, but I've been listening to a lot of the Kevin Cash stuff from back because Don Tony put out the Vault and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been listening to a lot of the shows from around 13 years ago. Him and Mish was reviewing SummerSlam in 2012. Big Show, I just can't stand him. Well, I gotta go feed the cats. Well, I gotta go take the trash out. Well, I gotta go take a shit.
It's...
I'm like, oh shit, that's how I feel.
Well, it's a Big Show.
And then after Big Show turned heel that one last time, I'm like, yes, that definitely reinforced my feelings for Big Show.
I'll be honest. It's hard for me to listen to Kevin's voice now. I don't know, it's just one of those things that, like, I was so used to hearing his voice every week that you know now he's not here anymore. It's hard to listen to his voice, and I mean, the only thing that was keeping me, you know, subscribing to the Patreon was him and Trez. Yeah. And then, you know, when he's gone, it's just like, I'm still paying for this thing, and it's just like, I'm hearing his old voice. I don't know. It's rough. You know, I'll hear it every now and then when, like, you know, the Wrestling Soup intro and you hear, like, you know, Kevin's voice. Yeah. But I don't know, it's hard for me to listen because you know, for obvious reasons, I can't listen to it, you know, but
you know, I definitely understand, man.
You know, I don't want to bring the mood down, but it's just like
No, definitely not. It's I mean, I don't know if you grew up with him like I grew up with him, but yeah, like I pretty much grew up with him, you know.
Yeah, me too.
Grew up with him. I've been listening to the dude ever since I was 17, man. Right. So yeah, he's a big part of the childhood, pretty much. So yeah, like when that happened, it was like, damn, man, that's a piece of childhood gone. And it was more personal than like any celebrity or anything. Like we actually got a chance to talk with him and get to know him and everything. Like, so
yeah. If I hear Kevin's like, Drew, stop being gay.
Come on, Drew, quit being soft. Come on.
All right, stop being a bitch.
Come on, Yari, what are you doing?
Ugh. That'd be the sound he'd make. Ugh.
Ugh. Oh God. Don't forget the old gods.
Oh God. I say that because of him. Oh God.
Me too. Oh God. And I make sure to say it in the sharp New York voice too. Oh good Lord. That's another one too. Oh good Lord. Oh man, I would never ever stop paying tribute to Kevin Castle in small, different dosages. There's always a way.
Yeah,
Like par for the course is becoming some of my regular vocabulary now.
yeah.
Oh, and da 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 as well too.
Da, da, da. He's being
When somebody just asked me a dumb question, what are you, da da da? They'd be like, what are you?
oh,
It means you're dumb. It means you're dumb.
da, da, da.
Yeah.
I did an impression of Kevin in front of him, and he just goes, "Why do I sound like Clint Eastwood?"
Clint Eastwood. Oh God.
But, we miss you, Kevin. We do.
Yeah, as you can tell, man, we're thinking about you every single day, man.
You're up there drinking all the yoo-hoo you could possibly want.
Watching old vintage baseball games with your pops, just doing things that you do, man.
And
is that a club is there a band you booking up there too in heaven?
Are you hanging out with Ultimate Warrior? Are you telling him how much
about Mark? How much about Mark Hulk Hogan was? Oh God.
All right,
oh man.
Let's get back to basics before we get all, and by we I mean me, get all teary eyed. But yeah, brand new day. Yeah, the stuff looks great. And John Bernthal just posted a video not too long ago, or actually yesterday, where he finished wrapping up the Punisher special.
Did you see the backlash he was getting for that? For the video somebody posted a video of, I guess, a scene from his one shot where he's chasing around guys who put a dog in the middle of the street.
Why is
people was having a heart attack about it? I'm like, they're bad guys doing dickhead shit. How else are we supposed to feel satisfied when Punisher fucking saws him in half with a fucking gun or stabs him with a knife? Like, the villains have to do heinous shit. Like, why? I can't stand people, man. People are stupid.
So people are mad that the Punisher is being the Punisher?
Yeah, no, he didn't put the dog in the street, but the guy.
No, I know what you mean. Like the villains were fucking with a dog, and the Punisher just killed the villains.
Well, we didn't see them kill him, but I'm assuming he's on his way to kill him because he was chasing behind him. But yeah, people were upset about that, about them putting the dog in the street. Like, what? Like, what? Come on, man. Do you really have to bitch about every little thing? Like, come on, man.
That's the internet.
That's completely stupid to me.
I mean, Punisher in fucking Daredevil season 2, he beat the shit out of he killed a guy. I'm assuming he killed him. The pawn shop owner, because he was gonna sell him fucking child porn.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah, like the Punisher's walking away, and he's like, "Hey, do you want porn? I got girls as young as 12." And the Punisher just stops and goes, "Motherfucker, why can't you just let me leave? Like, why do you have to keep selling me shit?" And then he ends up putting the close sign up and grabs a baseball bat and just beats his brain. Yeah, like, you don't see it, but you just assume it. That he just beats his brain. And I'm like, why would you tell him that? He's the Punisher. Like, come on. Oh, man. But, yeah, so basically he's done with the series, which is going to come out. Well, actually, that and season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, I believe that wrapped as well. So they're both coming out next year in 2026.
That new Daredevil should go hard, dog.
Dude.
That black and red joint, Morgan was getting wet over that.
I mean, I was getting wet over it, too.
I said, oh, my God. She's like, oh, my God, dude, he looks so good. I'm like, oh, man, control yourself, man.
Did you see Punisher's new look with the fucking tactical vest and everything?
No, it looks great. Yeah, he looks great. He looks badass. I'm glad they letting him keep the beard, too. He looks badass.
Well, yeah, because he's filming the Odyssey movie, or he was filming the Odyssey movie with Tom Holland, and in the movie he has a shaved head and he has a beard. So
yeah, I saw it.
Obviously the hair he's wearing is obviously a wig, but
yeah, it's a hairpiece.
That sweet fade that he ended up getting in Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah,
I like the idea of Punisher just looking like a wild man and then coming back. He's like, I had to get my fade.
Yeah.
But I thought the beard just makes him look even more like a fucking badass.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
so he will be back. I mean, he'll be in Brand New Day, um,
Yeah,
which I've been toying in my head. Like, obviously, he can't be as violent. He can't be rated R violent Punisher, but
yeah.
there's still gonna be. John Bernthal's intense as fuck in any role he plays, so he's gonna keep that intensity. And at the same time, I also don't think John Bernthal would have agreed to be on the film if he knew that they weren't going to allow him to, or if he didn't see something he didn't like. So
Maybe he just was like, you know what, this is an opportunity for the Punisher to be in a movie for the first time, fucking 2008. Let me go ahead and let me take this payday, let people see the character, just a glimpse of the character, and they can see the rest of it. They can see the rest of what I do in Daredevil or on his own special. So I think it's multiple reasons why he probably do it,
well, also
and they're all smart. If he's a businessman, it's smart.
no, I agree with you, but I also think for someone like John Bernthal, he's very much about like he takes on roles that he wants to do, and not
Yeah, and
solely for the
he makes sure he wants to make sure it's right. Because remember, him, Cox, and D'Onofrio was ready to walk away
right. So
if the Daredevil wasn't done right. And I respect that. I respect that 1,000%. Respect your craft. You know, keep your craft sacred. Don't sell out for the mighty old check. No, they did what they had to do, make sure things was right, and things were right for the most part. So yeah, no, I definitely respect the dude, but I think that doing the movie where he's not going to be as violent is a good thing to give the audiences who might not be as familiar with the Punisher as we are a little glimpse into his character to, you know, probably a lighter degree, obviously. PG-13, he ain't gonna be spilling a guy's brains out of his head on camera. The little kiddies ain't gonna the little kiddies are gonna be traumatized if the Punisher just came in and blew somebody's head off.
I mean, with the way John Bernthal plays the character, they're gonna be traumatized no matter what.
Kid, this is the difference between me and you.
I mean, that could be the story, is that, you know, it's all about testing, you know, Peter's morality. You know, because the Punisher is about, like, you know, you hit them, they get back up. I hit them, they stay down. Like, you know, something like that, where it's different with Daredevil because it's different with Daredevil. Good.
You should give the same speech.
Well, I was gonna say it's different with Daredevil because with Daredevil he's in this, you know, environment, and he knows what's going on, even though he obviously can't see, but he can feel. Like he knows what's going on. He knows there's death and, you know, violence going on in his neighborhood, but he chooses to not kill, but at the same time he beats the fuck out of everybody. You know, whereas Spider-Man never goes that far. Spider-Man doesn't beat the fuck out of people. You know, he believes in justice. I mean, he almost went that far in No Way Home when he was about to kill Green Goblin, and then Toby comes in like, nope, can't let you do it. Like I can't let you go that far. So, yeah, it's going to be a different play on morality because it's somebody who's not used to this kind of violence. You know, where
you want to know what it made. You want to know what would have made that scene a whole lot more better? Thinking back on it now, if Andrew was the one that would have did it instead of Toby, because the fact that he told him about the story about not pulling his punches after a while. If he would have jumped in the way, that would have been a whole lot more better. Just to recall that conversation they had from early on.
That makes sense. You know, because you know Andrew's like, you know, when I lost Gwen, I, you know, became rageful and bitter, and I stopped pulling my punches.
Yep.
You know, I don't want you to be like me. And then Toby kind of chimes in with, like, you know, when I found out who killed my Uncle Ben, I found the man who did, and I thought it was going to bring me peace, but it just pulled me down a path of darkness. So, yeah, looking back on it, I think Andrew would have been the better choice, but I think they went with Toby because Toby, you know, has more, I guess, has more nostalgia than Andrew did. But yeah, but I don't know. I love John Bernthal. Like him being in this movie is just an added plus. I'm interested to see how it works, you know, and also he's going to get upgraded, you know, weaponry because he's dealing with, you know, metahumans. He's dealing with Spider-Man. He's dealing with the Hulk. He's going to get a
motherfuckers was crying about that too. Thompson. Oh, I hope they don't put him in armor. Have you guys been living underneath rocks? This motherfucker has the war. He has the War Machine armor and or not movies and comic books. Like, come on, are you really that stupid? Like, I don't get people sometimes. People be talking out of their asshole. And he's gonna need it going up against the Hulk. So the Hulk can easily swipe his ass. It's not like the Punisher. The Punisher ain't no super soldier.
No,
he's just a man toting weapons.
All right, let me tell you something, Green.
It's gonna be like Blonsky. The Hulk kicks him boom, right into the tree. He'll be a dead motherfucker. Yeah, he gonna need an armor. He gonna need an Iron Man suit or some shit to handle the Hulk.
Yeah, the Punisher's smart. He knows, I can't beat this guy one-on-one, so I'm gonna need some help. Yeah, but that's brand new day. That's a brand new day news that we have for now. Doesn't come out till next year, July 31st. Doomsday, December 18th. Yeah, December 18th, and then Secret Wars is December 17th. So that's, as far as movies goes, that's it. And MCU, what's left on the agenda. Eyes of Wakanda came out last Friday. I don't know if you had a chance to watch that.
No, I have not.
It's 4 episodes. It's an animated series. It's an interesting concept where it's like Wakanda's been around since the dawn of time. So it's like, and they're far more advanced, technology-wise than, us, Americans, or us normies. So it's interesting to see stories of different people, different agents of Wakanda sprawled around history. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And the next 2 shows from Marvel, there's no more movies for the rest of the year, but the next 2 shows are going to be Marvel Zombies, which is coming out in October, and Wonder Man, which that comes out in December. Which I have no idea. I really don't know dick about Wonder Man. I know he's supposed to be like an OP character.
Yeah, almost people liking him to Black Superman.
Mm-hmm. And he ends up dicking down Wanda in the comics. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you look like Yahya Abdul Mahin, Wanda's gonna be like, I'm done with Vision. I want that.
Vision who?
I want that BBC.
You like those guys in those porno movies? I think I am, ma'am. Oh God!
I want Isaiah Maxwell.
What? God damn, man! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Man, I've said too much. But
don't say that too loud. He might start peeking around the corner or some shit. I don't know. That goofy ass smile that nigga be having.
It's like,
man,
like, there's no white stepmoms here. You're in the wrong house.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus Christ. I be seeing that man all the time on Logan's phone. I'm like, oh God. That's exactly how I knew who the fuck you was talking about.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh God, Logan, Jesus Christ, Chicky, crazy, man. What, dog? What you talking about? Come on. You out of control, man. You out of control, dog.
All right, but that's everything we have on docket. Peacemaker comes out in a few weeks, and yeah, as far as like the end of the year stuff, that's pretty much everything this year. But unless there's anything you want to bring up,
nah, that's it, man.
All right, people, we're done. Hour 45. Great show, great conversation. You got some wrestling talk, along with some comic book talk. But when the next show is, we'll talk about it. But anyways, people, take care, have fun, and be safe. Peace out.
Peace out.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew
Yari Show.
It's Drew
The Drew Yari Show.